It is my honor and privilege to invite our chief guest, Senior Professor Thishan Jayasinghe, Senior Professor, Civil Engineering, Faculty of Engineering, University of Moratuwa, to address this august gathering. Senior Professor Thishan Jayasinghe is serving as a Senior Professor at the Department of Civil Engineering, University of Moratuwa, from 2011 up to date. Professor Jayasinghe earned his PhD in Civil Engineering from the University of Cambridge, United Kingdom in 1992. He obtained his bachelor's degree in Civil Engineering with first-class honours from the University of Moratuwa, Sri Lanka in 1987. He also secured the gold medal for the best undergraduate. His academic research interest mainly focuses on alternative building materials, tall buildings, energy efficiency in buildings, green technology and sustainable development, continuous bridges, masonry structures, and structural engineering. With over 35 years of service in academia and in professional capacity, he is much commended for his service rendered as a structural engineer nationwide. He was the chairman of Civil Engineers Sectoral Committee of Institution of Engineers for the session 2021 and 2022. On international front, he served as a Senior Research Associate, School of Civil Engineering, Queensland University of Technology, Brisbane, Australia. Professor Jayasinghe has received many awards for his excellence in academic performance and outstanding research capabilities, including IESL Award and Chartered Engineer Award. He also obtained Cambridge Commonwealth Trust Scholarship to read his PhD in 1988. Sir, the podium is over to you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Director General Professor Sujiwa Lewankamage, Deputy Director Generals, Directors, Administrators, Lecturers, my dear students, special guests, and dear parents. It's a great privilege to be a part of Diploma awarding ceremony of Sri Lanka Institute of Advanced Technological Education. In Sri Lanka, we have been extremely lucky that a lot of students receive free education. So almost all the students have received some kind of free education, and some of the students stop at GCE O level, then some go up to A level, some go to the university, and those who could not get to the university might consider settling for the diploma. So now we have to see whether, what the course of action that is available for you once you become a holder of a diploma. So there are few avenues. One is, you can be happy that you have been lucky to receive 3 or 4 years of education sponsored by the government or people of Sri Lanka, and now you can settle for a reasonable job. On the other hand, you can think negatively and say, okay, I could get only a diploma. On the other hand, you can think positively and consider this as a great opportunity or a stepping stone to go for a bigger career development. So, what I propose is, majority of you, if you have an opportunity or you have the courage and the time and energy, consider this diploma that you received today as a stepping stone to go for a higher level of qualification and also secure better employment. So that's the way positive thinkers will be looking at it, and I encourage most of you to look at it in that context. Then, if you look at the Sri Lankan context, the free education was first thought by Dr. C.W.W. Kannangara nearly 90 years ago. That was in 1933. And since there are limitations on resources, all cannot get a university degree at once. Some have to settle for diploma and other qualifications. But still, you should not think that you cannot get a degree. With the COVID-19 related restrictions, we have seen a huge transformation in our higher education sector, where distance learning and external degrees became a reality. So, if I take an example, most of you may be qualified to follow a Bachelor of Information Technology degree. And there are few institutions that offer that opportunity. Center for Open and Distance Learning of University of Moratuwa is one of the leading institutions that is offering that particular opportunity for the students who could not get an internal degree directly because they have not performed extremely well in GCE advanced level. But the doors are open for you, and I propose that you would keep your eyes open and see what are the opportunities that are available that are mainly of self-learning type. That means you need to have certain amount of courage and determination to be successful, and then pursue those avenues so that you will not stop as a hold of a diploma, but you will have a diploma and a degree, diploma will give you broad knowledge, and a degree will give you a deep knowledge. And once you couple both, you can be extremely worth employees for any kind of employment in Sri Lanka and abroad. So I urge that you take up this opportunity. And then there's another avenue that is generally pursued by many diploma holders, and that is what we call top-up degrees. So because you already have followed a well-structured, properly taught 3-year or 4-year course, you become eligible for what we call lateral entry into degree programs. So you don't have to follow all 4 years of a degree program. You can enter at the 3rd year or 4th year level, and then complete 1 year or 2 years of studies, and then receive a degree. And I'm sure that some steps have been taken, that Sri Lanka Institute of Advanced Technological Education will pursue this opportunity or make available this opportunity for the diploma holders. So that if that is successful, that also will be very good news for most of the diploma holders, because they can either pursue the path of external degrees that will open the doors for lucrative employment markets. On the other hand, it could be that, Sri Lanka Institute of Advanced Technological Education itself is supporting lateral entry into a degree level, degree awarding status. Then, I also wish to highlight another very important point. And you have all been extremely lucky, irrespective of your mother tongue. You were able to follow a 3-year or a 4-year course in English medium. And you all know, these days, information technology has huge opportunities. Similarly, fluency in English is also vital. Without that, your success can have many obstacles. So, many students will find they can manage, and some will find they are extremely fluent. Some will find English is a nightmare. And we have to see why it happens. If you look at our mother tongue that is spoken in Sri Lanka, or languages like German, what you speak is a collection of words, and the listener knows how to understand what is the meaning of the collection of words that you have used, and there's no grammatical rules when you are speaking. You don't follow grammatical rules. But English is a very special language. When you are speaking, you must use grammatically correct English, otherwise the listener cannot understand it fully. So how do you learn English grammar and make your mind focused that you will not make mistakes when you are speaking in English? So the listener will think, oh, I'm talking to a person who is very fluent in English. And how do you come to that level? What is the trick? So if you want to be very fluent in any language, you must have a huge database. In the database, you should have words. And in many languages, having words is enough to speak, but not in English. In English, you must be thorough with grammatical rules. So how do you include grammatical rules into your database? If you look at our brain, it works in a certain way. And over the day that we are working, brain can suffer certain damage, and brain becomes tired by the time we reach night time. So that's why we advise, take 7 hours of sleep if you are young, at least 6 hours of sleep as you get older. Right? But, so what happens when you are sleeping? All the damaged brain cells will be repaired. So that's why we say, ensure that you take a protein-rich diet so that your brain damaged cells can be repaired properly. So by the time you get up early in the morning, your brain is fresh and it is capable of capturing the data and storing it very efficiently. So if you want to be fluent in English, you must make a determined effort. What is the effort? If you are getting up at 6 o'clock, get up at 5:30. If you are getting up at 5 o'clock, get up at 4:30. So what are you going to do in that half an hour? Use an English book containing grammatical rules, or you will make use of the new tools that are available on YouTube. If you look at YouTube, go to YouTube and type CODL. CODL means Center for Distance and Open Learning of University of Moratuwa. And then you type IELTS, that is the IELTS examination, to help the students who are getting ready for IELTS examinations. There is a series of lessons that are readily available that you can download and listen on YouTube, or listen directly if you have a good data connection. And spend half an hour every day morning when your brain is fresh and willing to take challenges, to store all the grammatical rules and also speak them loud. So read them loud so that your tongue will become used to the way that the English words should be handled. Once you do that, within 2 to 3 months, you will find now you are feeling very confident in talking in English or writing in English, because now it has become a habit. Why? You have trained your brain to, be comfortable with the usage of English as a medium of communication. So it's very important that you take this word of advice, try this for a while, and reap the benefits. And you'll find English is not an obstacle for your career progression the moment you become fluent, and the time needed to become a fluent speaker of English is less than 3 months. In less than 3 months, if you adopt this particular method of learning, where you brush up all the grammatical rules, store them properly, learn new words, you have made the habit of reading a newspaper for 30 minutes every day, you'll find after a while, 3-4 months' time, you have no obstacle from the side of communication. You are very fluent in mother tongue, equally fluent in English. So, there are few challenges ahead of you, but you have to always think positively. You have been extremely lucky. You had a stepping stone in the form of a diploma, and if you wish, you can stop there. On the other hand, you can take this great opportunity as a gift and start building on it. The world is open. There are plenty of opportunities to even go up to the level of a PhD one day, provided you are determined to reap the benefits of the great opportunity you have received up to now. Thank you very much.